ground shake.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Sypher 2 back at it again, y'all, bringing you guys another amazing video here today for the channel. I did say on my Instagram that I will be bringing you guys more gameplay since that's what you guys did ask for. But I did also say it was for the next video, which was uploaded 2 days ago or 1 day ago, depending on when I uploaded this video. But probably be a little bit after that video. And I'm here today with some breaking news for Call of Duty 2019, which a lot has been leaked within the last week alone. Holy Snikes, there's been a lot. There's been a lot that has been crazy, and it's been insane, and I'm happy to say that it's been a lot more than we've had in recent years, besides Black Ops 4 with all the whole blackout thing that we did last year for the franchise. But if you guys do want to actually go participate in some of the polls and also a quiz on there every month, the next one will be dropping in 2 weeks. It'll be always the first Sunday of every month. I do a new quiz on Instagram for you guys, a Call of Duty quiz. You guys want to check that out, hit the link in the description down below to go follow me on Instagram if you guys are cool with that stuff. And also do drop a like and a subscribe down below as well if you guys are new to the channel. And let's get right into it. So today's breaking news, guys, is that we've actually, well, I'm going to confirm it right now here now on my channel that the next Call of Duty, which is supposed to be the next Modern Warfare, which is Modern Warfare 4, or the fourth one we've had in the franchise, is actually literally just being called Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And I know it is the fourth one in the game, which is why we all thought it would be called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, but that's actually not true. A lot of people, it was reported first by a Chinese guy who said that it was going to be called Modern Warfare and not Modern Warfare 4, and he was the first one to basically release this when the teasers started coming out. And no one believed him. Everybody just kind of said that it was going to be MW4, but apparently it has now been confirmed by multiple sources on the Kotaku website, and also as well by the Woo lads, that it will be Call of Duty Modern Warfare and not Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. So it is not Modern Warfare 4, it's just called Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And it is going to be a soft reboot of the franchise, which if you do not know what that means, is that it will be either a prequel, a existing storyline coinciding the storyline pre-existing it, or it will be a sequel of what's happened in the franchise. And it's supposed to be a soft reboot basing around the modern times, which is modern terrorism. That's what we've heard for the campaign. That's what I've heard, and that everybody has heard, and what's been confirmed is that it'll be kind of taking place around the mission No Russian in Modern Warfare 2, which was a very, very problematic campaign mission at the time of MW2 when it was released, and that's because due to where you can actually, you know, harm civilians is a very crucial topic in video gaming. And I'm actually so happy about this because this will be the first game that we've had in a long time that's actually had the balls to do something. And I really mean it, because I like when Call of Duty was doing their controversial stories or storylines, you know, of Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 1 and 2, about modern terrorism or modern events or about the Cold War, about things that, you know, conspiracy theories. It was really good because they didn't care about your feelings, so they didn't care if you were offended by it or not. You know, they just released it and there you go. And I thought it was more of a hands down realistic approach to how it was in the real spectrum. And so I'm happy that we're going back to that kind of end of the spectrum and not just more futuristic or boots on the ground storyline that makes no sense at all, or that is weak. It kind of seems more like an action flick than it does an actual video game, in my personal opinion, of what we've seen in the past Call of Duty. So that's apparently the game is going to be, for the campaign anyway, it's going to be a soft reboot of the franchise. And he also did say that it will have characters from MW1, 2, and 3 in the game. So I'm guessing it's going to be a prequel. That's what I'm guessing. There'll be a prequel based on more modern terrorism, and I think all of the main characters are going to be new characters, but we're going to have cameos of the characters we've already seen, but they won't be very well present in the game. Like, it will be taking place between different time periods, and I've also been confirmed to hear from multiple sources that will be taking a place between different characters and different storylines like we've had seen throughout the Modern Warfare trilogy of happening between, you know, the Marines, the Rangers, Delta Force, SAS, Task Force 141, and all these different units. it tells a story like that in chronological order of the trilogy. So I'm happy we're gonna be bringing that back, because to me, it added like an extra layer of characterability. Of course, you know, the Delta Force character or whatever didn't have a really meaningful aspect to the storyline, but it did really kind of add a whole other set of characters you can kind of bond to in a way, which I really did like, because they kind of added more campaign missions, which is kind of like, you know, they had like 14 missions each game, which is great, you know, but you know, like all these newer ones, like in MW2, like in World War II, they only have like what, 10? It's not even that great, and most of the storyline you learn in the context of cutscenes and not actual gameplay, which kind of sucks. But in the Modern Warfare, they did it the other way, where you learn more stuff playing the game and you learned less stuff actually watching the loading screen / cutscenes, because there's like none. So I'm happy to hear about that. And also, he has been leaking information about multiplayer, and he does say there's going to be a night vision for multiplayer. I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of a really rough translation of what he's saying here, but he's similar, saying that it will be taking a night vision, will be changing the way you aim in multiplayer in both campaign. So he's I kind of want to clarify, I guess he's trying to say that the campaign equipment will go over to the multiplayer equipment selection, kind of like how we did with MW1, where you could get night vision in the campaign and also multiplayer. And he does say that there's going to be a night vision kind of aspect about it, so he does say it will change the way you aim and stuff like that, which to me is pretty interesting. I don't know what he entirely means by that. Personally, I'm not 100% sure about that, because that's a little interesting. Night vision, I'm guessing, is supposed to be more realistic in this game. And also, other sources have been saying that this game is going to be, quote-unquote, a more realistic approach to the Call of Duty franchise in multiplayer, which I'm kind of worried about, because the last time we heard this was in Ghosts, when we had that whole kind of more basic loadout mechanic, and where it was more quicker to die in an aspect of sense, you know, kind of felt more rush, you know, kind of less rushy and more slow-paced multiplayer, which I'm not too mindful of, but I'm just kind of wondering how that's going to play out in the long run of multiplayer. He also did leak that each map in multiplayer will have a night version, so we're going to have a night selection playlist, I'm guessing, and this will kind of add another layer to multiplayer, because we had night maps in the past in World at War and some other games as well, but they weren't as good as they were in World at War, and it kind of changed the way the map flowed, because it made the more long distance combat to more medium to close range, because you can't see in a lot of the dark corners or the buildings, so you have to kind of be more close quarters combat oriented more than long range engagement oriented, which makes sense to me, because I don't mind close quarters combat. I just want to see how it's going to change the flow of the gameplay with this whole night vision feature that we're supposed to be having. He does say that he can't say much about it, but that we'll be seeing more of it in the footage when it does be released. Also, he did give the release day, which is going to be on May 30th, is when we're going to be getting the teasers dropped to us. And he does also say that we're going to be expecting a multiplayer trailer, and not just a teaser trailer, we're expecting a whole gameplay trailer, which is going to be cool. I'm excited for that. And he also does tease when the game is going to be released, which is in October. So we're going to have another Call of Duty that's been released a whole month earlier, like we did with Black Ops 4, which is going to be pretty cool. And also, Robert Bowen did tweet out the other day a post about the October 8th of 2019, and a post from October 8th, 2013, a picture of Ghost, Soap, Captain Price, and Sandman, and that was taken for Operation Kingfish, that picture. So I'm guessing that's the day they're going to be releasing the game. So we may be expecting the game on October 8th, which is pretty cool. That's pretty confirmed by now. I'm pretty stoked about that, because it'll be pretty interesting how that seems to be played. He also does go to say in the report, or in his leaked information, that this game has had more than 3 years of development, which means they're working on this game when Infinite Warfare was being released, supposedly. I'm not 100% sure about that. I cannot confirm that myself. That's just what he's saying, leaked footage, and I'm guessing it's kind of true, because he did say that we're getting a new engine for this game, which is amazing, even though it kind of can just be a reboot or a new version of the system or the engine we have now, which is what they did for Call of Duty Ghost, saying that we had a new engine, when really they just did a reversion of it, a newer version of the old one that we had. So I'm hoping it's going to be a completely new engine, because we kind of see crazy to see how that will play out in the long run of the franchise. He also does go to say a lot more stuff about the multiplayer, and he also does releak the kind of image we're going to have for the box art or the cover art, which is going to have a night vision kind of goggles guy wearing a night vision scope, and is going to be looking like that. That's going to be pretty interesting. Personally, it does also say that we're not going to have a zombies mode. That is going to be another type of mode, co-op experience, which I'm not 100% sure they're going to do. I'm hoping they don't do special ops again like they did with MW2 and MW3. I hope it's going to be something else, and I'm kind of happy it's not zombies, because I'm getting bored of zombies. Because don't get me wrong, zombies is fun. I did spend $200 for Black Ops 4, the Zombies Collector's Edition, but it kind of gets stale really quickly if you're not changing up your aspect or your gameplay or your strategy or whatever. It doesn't change that much, so I'm happy about that, but I'm just wondering what this component of co-op is going to be. It could be Extinction. I'm just hoping it's not Special Ops, or at least has more stuff than Special Ops did. This is just what I'm hoping for. Also, Kotaku and him have been leaking that this game is going to have a free-to-play component. I don't know what they mean by that. I don't know if they're going to make multiplayer free-to-play, or if they're going to make like special ops mode. Like they're going to have a special ops mode that's going to be free-to-play for like people to try out, and then then you could purchase the game. I don't know. They also did leak that we're going to be having a quote-unquote demo of the game. I think he means beta, but it's a rough translation from Chinese to English. I think he means beta, so we expect a alpha beta like we did for the past Call of Duties, where all of the YouTubers get to play it early, and then you get a beta of the game when you pre-order the game of multiplayer. I'm guessing that's how they're gonna do it. Is that, you know, when you pre-order the game, like they have had in the past, like the past 4 Call of Duties, you're gonna get a multiplayer beta experience that you'll be able to try out, quote unquote try out. You're pretty much gonna purchase the game at that point. It's just gonna make your own opinions on it, I guess. I don't know. So we're gonna be experiencing all of that from the leaked information that we were leaked about this next Call of Duty of Modern Warfare. It's gonna be kind of hard to say that though, because it's just. This is going to be the 3rd game that we've had in the franchise of this trilogy that's being called Modern Warfare, because it was Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and then Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Oh man. Oh man. I can't wait for all of the stupid things YouTube is going to do and all of the crap people are going to be leaking and weird crap's going to be coming out on YouTube. Well, anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you're actually excited to hear this information about Call of Duty 2019, which we're going to be getting the first trailers on the 30th, guys, which is exactly 5 days from now of me recording this video. So I'm excited for that. I'm pretty stoked about that, actually. If you guys are excited as I am for the future of the Call of Duty franchise, drop a comment down below and tell me what you think about the whole new revision and more realistic approach to the franchise. I'm also telling you what you think how the multiplayer is going to play out. I really want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. So comment on this video, leave a like if you're new if you like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and click that bell notification icon to get a notification whenever I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.